And good afternoon, and welcome to Zaleski Sports and the 2026 AAA American Legion State Tournament here from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. I'm Mike Steinwagner along with Katie Leckton, my producer today, along with Ryan Rasmussen and Braden the Bull Bullis in the trailer back there, and over on the first base side with the camera is Bella Maurer, and over in the sunshine over there, he's about as bright as they can be, is that Steve Mays with that yellow shirt on over there. So we're going to have a good ball game here, as our last one was it started out really, really strong. We thought it was going to be a high-scoring affair, but coming out on top against Marshfield at a 6-5 ball game, as Sheboygan lands up beating Marshfield, and Marshfield eliminated in this year's state tournament. The contest we got coming up is Watertown with a 17-6 record taking on Tomah with a 12-6 record. The loser will be gone. The winner going on tomorrow. And tomorrow there has been some time changes. It was originally at 4:30 and 7:30 tomorrow. It will be at 9 o'clock tomorrow. It's so in other words, it's breakfast at Hackman tomorrow. And the second game will be at 11:30. So adjust your calendars and your TVs and your computers and everything else, and tune us in at 9 o'clock tomorrow. So last night we had some really dandy ball games. We'll give you the results of that if you missed them, as Watertown beat Wisconsin Rapids 5-3, and Wisconsin Rapids was eliminated. And then Marshfield beat Marinette in a wild one 11-7. And then Eau Claire and Sheboygan battled back and forth, as Eau Claire came out on top 6-5. And then the game of I would say so far the tournament was last night, as Kimberly took on Tomah, and Kimberly came out on top 2-1. Very strange play that ended that ball game, as Tomah had a runner at first, one out, ground ball, hit the second flips it to short gets the force out at second, throws to first, and hits the runner going into second, hits him in the helmet, interference, double play, ends the ball game, and Kimberly comes out on top 2-1. And they will take on Eau Claire this evening at 7:30. Eau Claire 25-2, and Kimberly 15-11. So we're going to take a little break here. We're going to go visit a couple of our sponsors here, and we'll come back and give you the starting lineup. And you are watching American Legion Championship action here from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield on Zaleski Sports.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff, because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
However and wherever you want to travel the world, Travel Leaders Discovery can help you get there. Beach vacations, family trips, cruises, romantic getaways, Disney vacations, U.S. travel and business travel. Travel Leaders Discovery, proudly helping families, couples, and businesses explore the world through all-inclusive trips of all kinds. Call them today in Green Bay, Appleton, and Sheboygan to create your memories for a lifetime.
Need a game plan that delivers marketing victories? Bear Performance Marketing is your full-service partner for strategic success. Offering comprehensive solutions that include brand development, social media marketing, branded products, and digital marketing. The goal is to streamline every aspect of marketing while maximizing results. With a focus on clear, transparent communication and a driven team ready to hustle, Bear Performance Marketing is your partner for marketing that outperforms the competition. Learn more at bearpm.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field and the AAA American Legion State Tournament as the starting lineups are being introduced here at Hackman Field. As we'll give you the starting lineup for Tomah, who's coming into this contest with a 12-6 record, post 201. Leading off and playing center field, number 3, Jackson Steffel. Batting second and playing left field, number 28, Brecken Sheldon. Batting third and playing right field, number 9, Blake Hahn. Batting in the cleanup spot, the shortstop, number 32, Nate Hendrickson. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 66, Aiden Kalima. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 6, Grayson Steen. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 17, Drew Thurston. Batting in the number 8 spot, the catcher, number 7, Cole Trapp. And batting ninth, and the DH, number 0, Gavin Courtney. And Gavin is DHing for the pitcher today, Brady Thompson. For the Watertown Ball Club, post 189, coached by Rich Padron, coming in with a 17-6 record as they lost their first ball game in a very close, very good pitching duel there. And then winning yesterday against Wisconsin Rapids 5-3. And so all 3 games that I have been going to be doing has been for Watertown. Maybe they might send me back to Watertown. Who knows? But leading off for Watertown will be the catcher, Davis Cashin. Batting second and pitching, number 4, Conley Cashin. Batting third and playing center field, Blake Stamper. Batting in the cleanup spot, the first baseman, number 44, Landon Washitas. Batting in the number 5 spot. And the shortstop, Hayden Doty. Batting number 6 is the third baseman, number 50, Alex David. In the 7th spot is the second baseman, number 3, Xavier Gens. Batting in the 8th spot and playing left field, number 21, Drew Schauer. And batting in the 9th spot for Watertown is the right fielder, Owen Wagner. And so the loser will be gone and the winner will move on. We will not know who they play until the final game this evening at 7:30, as you cannot play, the ruling I think is you cannot play a team that you've already given a first loss to. So we're going to have to see how this goes. And as Watertown has taken on. Okay, the winner of this one, I was just informed by Dan, will play Eau Claire. But do we have a time, Dan?
No, the winner of tonight's game gets the late game tomorrow.
Okay, the winner of tonight's game will get the late game tomorrow. So, the starts will be at 9 o'clock tomorrow and at 11:30 tomorrow. So, leading off for the visiting Tomah Ball Club is the center fielder, Jackson Steffel. As he takes that first pitch and a long fly ball out to right field, it's over the head and off the wall. As Steffel, rounding second and heading to third, stumbled a little bit, and he'll make it in there very nicely, standing up with a first pitch triple. What a way to start this ball game. As I know, I was over by their dugout at the start of this game, and one of the ball players came up to the coach and says, now we have to win 4 straight in order to win this, and pretty much that's what you got to do, because if you beat that undefeated team on Saturday, it's you'll get another championship game in. So on the mound is Cashin, and next pitch is a ball down low. Our home plate umpire today, a man I know very, very well. I've worked some college ball back in my days when I was umpiring, and is Daryl Priest behind the plate. And with him is Eric Brost at first and Larry Holshoe over at third base. And fouled off. The count now 1-2 to Brecken Sheldon, the left fielder. As Tomah, first appearance in AAA, but they have been in the AA state tournament in the past. And a ground ball to second, over to Gens, over to first in time for out number 1 as Sheldon gets an RBI as Steffel scores the first run of the ball game and gives Tomah a 1-0 lead.
Right fielder, Blake Hahn.
As Blake Hahn now up, the right fielder. As I was mentioning, Tomah actually had 4 appearances in Double-A ball. And the pitch. Breaking ball catches the outside corner for a call strike. Back in 1978, 94, 95, and 2011. And in 1994, they won the Double-A state tournament. And actually, a lot of these players on this team was involved back in 2024 when Tomah won the U16 state championship. So they have state tournament experience. Next pitch comes in low and inside for a ball. 2-1 count to the right fielder, Blake Hahn. As cash in from the windup, and the pitch just outside for a ball. 3-1 count. Beautiful day here in Marshfield. Temperature about 84, 85 degrees. Got a little breeze from the southwest. And a fly ball out to right field. And coming over and making the catch, the center fielder Blake Stamper for out number 2.
Shortstop, Nate Hendricks.
As the shortstop now, Nate Hendricks comes to the plate. As let's see what information we have on Nate here. Nate, a first-team All-Conference back in 26 here. He will be he's a senior coming up. And a little nubber off the end of the bat. Recovered by Cashin, throws over to first in time for out number 3. But Tomah comes up with 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. And after a half inning of play, it's Tomah 1 and Watertown coming to bat. And you are watching AAA baseball action here from Jack Hackman Field on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and I forgot to mention our postgame was brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics. Today's pregame big sponsor is, like I mentioned, Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today, and they'll do a nice job for you. They're located over by Walmart in that nice facility over there. So as on the mound is Brady Thompson. Brady on the season. Let's see here. Has had pretty much a good success. He is their number 3 pitcher for Tomah. Was actually 4-1 on the season. And leading off for Watertown will be Davis Cashin. In fact, I interviewed him yesterday after their win, and they decided to put him in that leadoff spot, and it actually paid off very well. He had a great slide at home plate yesterday to get put them ahead in that contest yesterday with Wisconsin Rapids. And first pitch right at the knees for a call strike. As Davis Cashin numbers as he's hitting .385 on the season. And a shot down the third base line, a just foul. As Davis has 25 hits on the season, 6 doubles, 3 triples, 21 RBIs, which leads this ball club. He's second in runs scored with 25. He's actually had the most walks with 18. And yes, he even leads the team in being hit by pitches. He's been hit 11 times this season. And he's got 14 stolen bases, so nice credentials for Davis. And the windup and the pitch, and a shot right at the first baseman as he catches that about ankle high as Aiden Kalima makes the catch for out number 1. And bringing up Conley Cashin, the pitcher. And let's see what Conley has for numbers here. Batting .384 on the season as he lays one down to third base side and throw to first in time. A banger there as that grass was just a little bit long. I know they mowed this yesterday, but it was just long enough that it slowed it down a little bit. But a great play by the third baseman, Drew Thurston, to field that ball and get it over to first for out number 2. So bringing up the number 3 hitter and the center fielder, Blake Stamper.
Okay, I'm here.
As Mr. Zaleski finally rolls in here after a hard day at the office here. And, he's getting the sweat off there. I mean, it's just running down his forehead here. And he's going to keep an eye up on me up here in the booth here today with on camera number 3, I guess they're calling that. So, as I know, I was there last night. So, as Blake fouls that first one off.
This is a word operation to behave you.
You know, I'd hate to do a whole ball game. We'd never get anything done, you know that? From the windup and the pitch from Brady Thompson. And down in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1 count with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. And Tomah out on top, 1-0. Thompson from the windup. And a shot out to left field and coming in and dropping in front just along that third base line right in front of Brecken Sheldon. And so Blake gets Watertown's first hit of the ball game as Landon Washitas now coming to the plate, the cleanup hitter, I'm sorry. And we'll see the numbers on him. Landon hitting .241 on the season with 2 doubles, 2 triples, 10 RBIs. And he's been hit 10 times this season. So you usually see one ball player in double figures of being hit by pitches, usually not 2. But as a team...
I want to shake the lunch out of the people at home. They're getting busy from your camera shaking all over.
And actually a shot up the middle, and that's going to go for a base hit. And stopping at second is Landon.
Shortstop, Hayden Doty.
As Blake was heading to third, but had to put the brakes on there.
If we shake the lunch out of them, they're going to send an email to me to complain. They're going to send a text
I was
to
going to say this Watertown ball club has been hit 44 times this season by pitches. So any way you can get on base, Watertown is doing it. So as Watertown threatening here with 2 down in the bottom of the first inning. Runners at first and second, bringing up Hayden Doty, the shortstop. And it's called strike by home plate umpire Darrell Priest. Darrell with plenty of experience in umpiring. And a fly ball out to center field, and going to his right and making that catch is Jackson Steffel for out number 3. As Watertown threatened here in the first inning, but comes up short as Watertown with no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And after 1 complete inning of play, it's Tomah 1, Watertown nothing. And you're watching American Legion AAA Championship State Tournament action here at Jack Hackman Field on Zaleski Sports.
Excuse me, is this carpet stain resistant?
No, doesn't seem like it is. Sorry.
For advice from real flooring experts and huge savings on stain-resistant flooring, visit Carpet One. Carpet One Floor and Home. Right now at your local Carpet One, you can get help from our flooring experts while saving big and enjoying special financing on beautiful floors for your home. Come see us today.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and we'll tell you a little bit about Mutual of Wisconsin Insurance. They are protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. I had a person come up to me one day, they had heard this ad when I mentioned it, and asked me if I umpired back in 1875. And I says, well, I look pretty good for being back in 1875, though. So. And leading off for Tomah here in the top of the second inning is the first baseman, Aiden Kalima. As we'll see if we've got any information here on Aiden. Next pitch outside, just off the corner. As he's a center and a defensive tackle on the football team in the past. A long fly out to right, and making a one-handed running catch out there was Owen Wegner for out number one, as Aiden gave it a ride as he was just short. As I would say, it's maybe about a 310-foot shot. He was just off of that 320 mark there on the right field line. So one down here in the top of the second inning as Grayson Steen, the second baseman, as he takes the first pitch for a ball. Two other state tournaments coming up this weekend here. We'll talk about that later. Next pitch outside for a ball. There's Class A and the Double A state tournaments going on. The Class A down in Prairie du Chien and the other one up in River Falls. Next pitch comes in for a strike to Grayson. Count now 2-1 from the windup and the pitch. And a pop-up into the infield, back, and just not really high enough for Davis Cashin to get under that one. So we'll get the batter back in the box here, Grayson, with a 2-2 count, the windup and the pitch. And he hits that one off the end of the bat, foul.
Yes, which is fair enough, but again, YouTube and Google are your friends when you don't know how to do something.
Grayson Steen,
Or we are, you can ask us.
outstanding student at Tomah. And a pop-up into the infield, and making that catch, it was a little questionable who was going to get that one. The second baseman, Xavier Gens, came over, and Landon came to his right, and Landon finally makes that catch for out number two. Bringing up Drew Thurston, the third baseman, as Drew led the conference. He's from Brookwood High School. He plays in the Scenic Bluffs Conference, and had 35 RBIs this high school season. He was a first-team all-conference. He was also the top winning percentage for a pitcher in that conference also, and he had a 5-2 record. And conference average, he had a .520 batting average for Brookwood High School. That's down around the Tomah area down there, and they play in the Scenic Bluffs Conference. And he will become a junior this season, so an outstanding ball player for Brookwood High School. As Conley Cashin on the mound and the pitch. And swinging at a high pitch is Drew Thurston for out number three. And that's the Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro, number one in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never happened. And so for Tomah, in the second, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 1.5 innings of play, it's Tomah 1 and Watertown nothing. And you're watching American Legion Championship Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield, the American Legion AAA State Tournament here. They held the tournament actually back in 1929. And they held it, I'll tell you a little story about that later on, but they also held it in 1990, and they held it in 2016, and this is the fourth one here in 2026. So, and actually, Watertown hosted the 2015 state tournament, and they finished third in that. and they finished behind Madison Impact, and they've finished second behind Plover also. But they did win the championship back in 2005, and Dan would remember this because Watertown beat the Piers 6-5 in that championship, and I knew Dan would appreciate that. As Dan used to be the head coach, Dan and I go way back, and he remembers that very, very well. So, as the first pitch comes into Alex David, the third baseman, for a call, strike one. As Watertown losing their first one of the tournament, and then coming back and winning yesterday 5-3, and then for Tomah, they beat Marshfield 6-4 on Tuesday night, and then lost last night in a heartbreaker to Kimberly 2-1. So Thompson on the mound, and a shot out to right field, and that's going to fall in there for a base hit. As Alex David gets things going here in the bottom of the second inning. That is the third hit already for Watertown. As Watertown so far out hitting Tomah 3-1, but Tomah with a 1-0 lead on the board, where it certainly counts. And bringing up Xavier Gens, the second baseman. Thompson from the stretch, the left-hander, and catching the inside corner for a call strike. Thompson from the stretch, and laying one down, and that's going to be fair, and that's going to be a base hit, and the ball gets by the first baseman down the right field line, as that will be a base hit and an error on the third baseman.
That's the right field down there.
Oh, did I say the left field? My wife says I don't know my right from my left. It was down the right field line. And going all the way to third was Alex David. That's right. I could see, but I couldn't tell which way I was going. So Dan says, now I know why you umpired for 30 years. Thanks, Dan. And the windup by Thompson. And catching the inside corner for a call strike. Yeah, if you can't have fun, what can you have? Jason always tell me, go have fun. And that's what I am. I'm having fun. Pitch down low for a ball.
You know, and if they're listening, they don't know anyway.
That's right, exactly.
I just got a text from the coach of that 2005 Watertown team. So thanks a lot, Steve.
And a line shot out to right field, and making that catch is Blake. And the throw coming in, and Watertown taking tying this contest up at 1 apiece, and advancing to third on that is Xavier Gens.
Right fielder, Owen.
So a sacrifice fly for Drew Schauer with one down. And Owen having a pretty good season also.
Somebody else will score. Yeah. So there's redemption ahead of you, Bob.
Thompson with the pitch and laying one down the line and going foul. As Owen's going to have to come on back and try that again as he's down there talking to the first base coach. He says, Coach, I tried to get her down the line, but it just went curve that way. It went the wrong way. Took a left-hand turn instead of a right-hand turn. As Owen Wagner gets set back in the batter's box here at a 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the second. Pitch down low. Nice stop there by Cole Trapp. And a shot down the right field line. And they're up here in the booth here talking about food up here, and we've got these loaded potatoes here. If you have a chance, come on down here. These loaded potatoes are just fantastic. And golfing one out to left field, and tagging and changing his mind as Owen hits one out the left, but not quite far enough for Xavier Gens to tag up and go. So now 2 down with a runner 90 feet away of putting Watertown out on top here. As we are tied at 1 here in the bottom of the second inning. And back to the top of the batting order of Davis Cashin. Brady Thompson from the windup. And the pitch upstairs for a ball.
Steve, you said, okay, boss, I'm on it.
Thompson gets the sign from the windup. And the pitch just missing that outside corner for a ball. 2-0 count. To the leadoff hitter, Davis Cashin.
He's not psychic, he's psycho.
And a pop-up way out in center field. Going back and making the catch is Jackson Steffel for out number 3. But Watertown gets on the board with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 2 complete innings of play, we're all knotted up at 1, and you're watching American Legion Championship Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
If you ask us, picking out new furniture should be fun, and when you work with us, it is. Home Furniture's free design assistance in your home or in our store. We make the process as easy as possible by helping you envision what your furniture and your room will look like. What inspires you? Visit Home Furniture today to create a single sofa or an entire room. We'll help you bring it all together. Dream it, create it, love it. Home Furniture's free design assistance, West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield as we are all knotted up at 1 apiece. And we started this contest right on time here, as actually maybe even a couple minutes early. And, we're looking at, now look at that. There's a gentleman here that has got himself, now that is a smart idea. That's one way to bring your own shade with you, a portable shade. Wonder if you can put a patent on that. Put a logo on there. There you go. So, yeah, he's nice and comfortable there out of the sun. Nice little breeze coming out through here also. So, yeah, very, very comfortable. So, yeah, just bring your own bring material, and you sit over in the corner and have a great time. So, as we're going to start the top of the 3rd inning as Tomah coming to the plate. And leading off for Tomah post 201. Is the number 8 hitter, Cole Trapp, as Conley Cashin has retired the last 6 batters after that leadoff triple that Jackson Steffel had on the very first pitch of the ballgame. And the pitch, catching that outside corner for a called strike. 1-1 count. Conley gets one Cashin to another, and Davis Cashin making a nice stop there. Wonder if they practice this pitching and catching duel at home, And the windup and the pitch. Right at the knees. Beautiful pitch by Conley. For strike 2. 2-2 count. We're in the top of the 3rd inning here from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. And pitch upstairs for a ball. As Watertown out hitting Tomah 4-1 here. And the windup and the pitch. And a fly. And just out of the reach of the first baseman, Landon Washitas. As he got a little close to the fence. It actually stayed in play, but I think he just got a little afraid of the fence there. But a noble attempt there by Landon. So the count remains at 3-2 with nobody down. As Conley taking his time. And a swing and a miss. That's back-to-back strikeouts. And the second strikeout for Conley Cashin. And that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Call Serve Pro for all your cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never happened. So 1 down here in the top of the 3rd. And coming to the plate, the number 9 hitter, Gavin Courtney, the DH. He's DHing for Brady Thompson. First pitch is a strike. Conley from the windup and the pitch, and a breaking ball hit foul over by the third base dugout. Well, at least I know where the first base and the third base dugout is.
Mark it down for 1.
1, okay, yeah. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's 3 in a row now for Conley he has actually found the location after that first pitch triple, as he has looked very, very impressive now and retired the last 8 batters. And back to the top of the batting order is the gentleman who started that with a triple on the first pitch, Jackson Steffel. He tripled and scored. And a pop-up down the third base line. Coming over and making the catch is Alex David for out number 3. So for Tomah, in the top of the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 2.5 innings of play, it's Tomah 1 and Watertown 1. And you're watching American Legion AAA State Championship Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
And we are back here at Hackman Field, and I'm trying to think what building that is. Actually, it's got to be someone where, there we go, it's the church over there, over on the corner, across the street from the old Weinbrenner shoe factory, as Weinbrenner has built a new factory now south of town, but that is the church steeple of the church that is still going yet here in Marshfield. So a little trivia for our fans out there today. And leading off for Watertown here in the bottom of the third, the pitcher, Conley Cashin. And the first pitch calls strike. Cashin, an outstanding year he's having. And a shot down third. He's hitting 384 on the season. Pitching-wise, he's pitched 12 and 2/3 innings this year. This is actually his second start. He's got a record of 1 win, no losses, and 1 save. And he's given up 8 hits on the season, 6 runs, 5 earned, 5 walks, 13 strikeouts, and a very impressive 2.76 ERA. And he has looked very, very good since that opening triple, as he gets jammed on the hands and a ground ball to first as Aiden Kalima picks that one up and steps on the bag for out number 1. And bringing up now Blake Stamper. Blake singled back in the first inning. Blake hitting .411 on the season with 30 hits, 6 doubles, 20 RBIs. He's third on the team in RBIs with 22 runs. And has only struck out 4 times this season. He's got 11 stolen bases also. So he's very consistent on making contact when he gets in the batter's box there. We're in the bottom of the third as Brady Thompson on the mound. And a pitch right at the knees for a call strike. 0-2 count. Pitch it counts pretty much about the same so far. And off the end of the bat and into right field. A base hit as Blake gets his second hit of the ball game. So Watertown so far now with 5 hits in today's ball game. And bringing up Landon Washitas, left-handed hitter. First baseman over there. As Brady Thompson, left-hander over there, and the pitch. And right on the outside corner for a call strike. As I mentioned, Darrell Priest, very experienced umpire. Umpired a few years down in the Texas, Louisiana minor leagues. And stealing and going to second, no throw. As they told him to stand, he was going to slide and kind of brought his balance back up. And on the form-wise, I'd give him maybe about a 5.
So you would say that was catcher's indifference, or as I say, who cares?
Okay, who cares? Yeah, he went to second. And a ground ball, and that's going to get through. And grounding third and heading home, the throw coming home is going to be short. Catcher with the, and in safe, says first base umpire Eric Brost. As that stolen base by Blake, a big plus is that base hit was not that far out, and Blake with a great speed scores the second run for Watertown. And Landon will get credit with a RBI, and Landon going to second on the throw. So both now in a 3 spot and a 4 spot, both of them with 2 hits on the day, Blake and Landon. And the pitch now to Hayden Doty. Hayden's got some good numbers also this year, hitting .370 with 27 hits, 4 doubles and a triple, and 14 RBIs, and 28 runs scored, and he's got 20 stolen bases, so if he gets on, he's a threat. And the ball gets by on a wild pitch. And going to third is Landon Washitas. So actually this middle of the lineup for Watertown, a very productive lineup. As you see, Stamper with a .411 batting average, Conley Cashin at .384, Doty at .370, and Davis Cashin at .385. So very, very productive lineup. Count 3-0 now. First base open. Corners are up. Shortstop is up. Second baseman is up. They want to hold Watertown down to a run here. And a pitch right down Main Street for a call strike. I don't know what you would call Main Street. You know, you could call it Central or Main or, I don't know. And catching the outside corner for a strike. Oak Avenue, there you go. Yeah, it's right there. Oak Street is right out here. We'll call it Oak Avenue from now on. There we go. And the windup and the pitch. And a swing and a miss as Thompson comes back, being down 3-0, and comes back and gets the strikeout. And that's a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, like it never happened.
Yeah, avenues go north-south in this city, and
yep.
streets go east-west.
Yep,
yeah.
Yep, there you go.
So you're on the street.
And you don't know if you're, sometimes neither one of us know if we're coming or going.
Right? You're on the street.
Yep, yeah.
Well, you got a curve in yours, though.
Oh, there's a couple of them there. Yeah, there's a couple of them on my street, a couple of curves in there. In fact, it's a real pleasure in the wintertime. Some of them don't make that curve. Someone one time's blowing snow and the car just kept on going straight right over the snowbank. Wind up by Thompson. And the pitch gets by. And whoa! We're going to change our mind and we're going to head back to third base on that one, folks. As Washitas was thinking about, maybe it's far enough, and he got maybe about halfway, and he's hightailed it right back to third because he would have been cold turkey right there. So 3-0 count now to Alex David. Smoked turkey, yes. And pitch down low for ball 4. So runners at the corners now.
Second baseman, Xavier Gens.
Well, you could have it deep fried now also. You know, those deep fried, I was going to say, you've got one of those. I've seen one of those in your garage. So, yeah, you could, and I've tasted those too, and they are really, really moist. As we got a break in the action here, as the catcher and the infielders going out to get their signs all situated here, and what's going to happen, because it's a good threat that we might have somebody stealing here, is Alex David at first base. as and he's I don't know if he's texting his bookie or what there, but I don't know what the odds are on this game, and I don't want to know. And yes, we have somebody, and it was a late throw by Trapp. I'm thinking if he would have thrown that, he double pumped on that. If he would have thrown that right away, he would have had the runner, David, as David was kind of not putting the full blast going into second there. So runners now at second and third, 1-0 count, 2 down, a swing and a miss by Gens. As Watertown trying to increase their lead here. The windup and the pitch. And a shot out to right field, and that's going to score at least 1 run. And they're going to send them. Throw coming in and gets by the cutoff man, and Watertown scoring 2 runs, a 2-run single as Xavier Gens gets his second single of the day. And coming all the way from second was David. So David scores and Washita scores and gives Watertown 3 runs this inning to give them a 4-1 lead. As the coach now having a conference out on the mound there. As Watertown, who was actually shut down to 1 hit in the first game of this tournament, in fact went 6 2/3 inning in that first ball game until Stamper got the only hit on that. In fact, he was 1 pitch away of possibly a no-hitter, but coach came out and then came back out. First pitch, boom, base hit, and they took him out. So they put him at that 78 pitch. I'm trying to think who it was from Sheboygan, but had a great pitching outing. So we almost started out the tournament with a no-hitter, but conference is done here. First pitch comes in for a ball as we have Gens at first. And a left hand as almost caught Gens leaning the wrong way there. Gens only has maybe about a 3-4 step lead, and he kind of looked like he was going to take off, but got back in time. As Thompson gets the sign and the pitch. And catches the outside corner for a call strike. As Trapp framing that very nicely for Darrell Priest there behind the plate. From the stretch and going. Trapp with the throw and with another stolen base for Watertown. It's Watertown with 2 stolen bases here in this inning. Leading 4-1. Watertown out-hitting Tomah 7-1 in this contest. And lazy fly ball, and running in to make that catch is Blake Hahn for the 3rd out. But Watertown comes up with 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left. And after 3 complete innings of play, it's Watertown 4 and Tomah 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and I'm sitting here talking to my producer, and look at that. It must be church day, as we have another church steeple, and I'll bet you any money that is St. John's Church. And from Marshfield, you can see that thing for miles and miles away. As that thing really, and in fact, if you're up on the hill, that's pretty close to heaven. There we go. So leading off here in the top of the fourth inning, this ball game moving right along as Watertown leads 4-1. And the left fielder, Brecken Sheldon. Brecken grounded out to the second baseman. Back in the first, takes the first pitch. Fly ball out to Blake Stamper, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So that is now 10 straight batters that Conley Cashin has retired after that first pitch triple that Jackson Steffel had. And looking very, very commanding out on the mound today. And the first pitch upstairs for a ball to Blake Hahn, the right fielder. Conley from the windup and the pitch right at the knees for a call strike. Conley delivers way outside. You would have needed a redwood tree in order to hit that one. That was way outside. Cashin from Cashin. And following that one back into the net. Yeah, there's a little hustle there to get that ball. Thanks, Coach. Conley from the windup and the pitch. And a ground ball to second as Xavier Gens picks that one up, throws over to first in time for out number 2. As that is now 11 in a row. Watertown looking very, very good after that first game loss, 5-1 to Sheboygan. Coming back with a big win over Rapids yesterday, 5-3 win. And the first pitch comes in for a ball. From the windup and the pitch. Catching the outside corner for a call strike. And taking quite a bit of time on the mound. Finally gets the sign. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. 2-1 count with 2 down here in the top of the fourth inning. From the windup and the pitch. And a pop-up way out of play. That will maybe hit a car in the parking lot. Hope it's not mine. Pair of twos, 2-2 and 2 outs here in the fourth. And reaching out and fouling that one off just in about the same spot as the last one was. You know, I'm really disappointed. I haven't seen any trains go through lately here. I have no idea. Maybe they went on strike. I don't know. Derailment. We haven't had one of those in a long time, boy. I remember the one in Wyawega years ago. Well, that one way outside for a ball.
Well, you remember when they used to stop on Central and they'd walk down to Burger King?
Oh, yeah, and get lunch and then come back. Luckily, we have 2 spots where we can go underneath on Peach Street and Oak Street here. Yeah. And a line shot out to left and over the head of Schauer, and rounding first and going into second is Nate Hendricks, and it stops that string of 11 straight batters. So the 2 hits that Tomah has are for extra base hits. A triple by Steffel and now a double by Nate Hendricks.
It actually took a state law to stop that, to say that it is unlawful for a train to stop on a state highway.
Yep, and that was a state highway there. Yes, it was.
So then that all stopped, but they would walk down and they'd go
Oh, yeah. Well, the railroad does pretty much anything they wanted to do, you know. And bringing up Aiden Klima, the first baseman. He flew out to the right fielder. And the pitch, right on the outside corner for a call strike. As Tomah trying to add to their total here. They're down 4-1 here in the top of the fourth. And the pitch. And that was a golf shot, if I ever saw one, down the right field side. That looked like my 8-iron shot. Yep. Oh, I've topped a few in my lifetime. It's what you call a whoop shot. As Cashin waiting for the sign from Davis. And the pitch. Way outside for a ball. 1-2 count now with 2 down. Runner at second. Runner with a nice lead at second. As Conley takes a look and fakes the throw. And sliding head first back there is Nate Hendricks. Shortstop playing right behind that runner. From the stretch, takes the look and the pitch. And a fly ball way out to right field, way deep in the power alley. And down near the warning track, and another double. Back-to-back doubles by Tomah. Puts another run on the board for Tomah.
Second baseman, Grayson Steen.
So the score now 4-2. Everything with 2 outs. As Conley Cashin had a string of retiring 11 straight. And now giving up back-to-back doubles and giving Tomah a run here in the top of the 4th inning. And bringing up Grayson Steen, the second baseman, who popped out to the first baseman back in the 2nd inning. Conley from the stretch. And the pitch. Nice job by Davis knocking that one down. As that could have advanced Aiden over to third, but Davis using his body the way he's supposed to, slide over and use your body to knock it down. And inside pitch for a ball. 3-0 count.
In the chat box, Chuck the Buck says, who's carrying the Kimberly and battery?
And the pitch. Over the top of his head and a wild pitch. As Steen will go down on a walk, and advancing to third is Klima on that wild pitch. So runners at the corners now. And going out to, as Davis Cashin is going out to talk to Conley Cashin. So now coming to the plate is Drew Thurston. In fact, Drew is actually the go-ahead run here. A 3-run shot would put Tomah ahead 5-4. Left hand hitting Drew Thurston as Conley looks over at third about 3-4 times, and the pitch. And down low for a ball. Conley looking over at first, then third, from the stretch, and the pitch. Down low for ball 2. All of a sudden, Conley's been having a little problem finding the plate here now. Conley from the stretch, throws over to first. And back safely is Grayson Steen. Conley looking over at first. And about a 3-step lead. Upstairs for a ball. Conley with 59 pitches now through 3 2/3 inning. And about a 4-step lead over there by Grayson. And the pitch. Down low for ball 4, and that loads him.
Catcher, Cole Trapp.
As Watertown's going to call time and take a little talk here, as we're going to tell you about the Marshfield Baseball Softball Hall of Fame induction dinner on Saturday, August 8th at REMS Celebration Center in Marshfield. And going in this year is Trevor Schwetke, Courtney Donahue, Bill Hembrook, the former Auburndale baseball coach, Mike Pankratz, former very good basketball official many years ago, but a very good slow pitch player also, Gary Zolfi, a former teammate of mine in high school, and Scott Larson. And tickets can get you can get those at Nuts Deep 2 in Wisconsin and at Wisconsin Homes. The social hour starts at 5:30 and dinner at 6:30. So, in fact, Jason remembers that. And the first pitch, call strike. Jason remembers that Hall of Fame banquet. That's got to be, what, about 2 years ago now? 3 years ago? That your dad went in? I think it's about 3 years ago, yeah? That's when he had a chance to pick on me because...
So as you know, everybody's told there's kind of a strict time limit on your speech, right?
Yes, there is, yeah.
5 minutes or less?
Yeah, mine was about 7 or 8 when I went in, so...
His was 20.
And he got a few cuts in on me also. So, as I went in 2018 to the Hall of Fame, so a great experience, and both.
Went in the Indiana Hall of Fame on Saturday.
And he went into the Indiana Hall of Fame, very good as a writer, and he went in as a writer here as the Marshfield News Herald, and I had a great time umpiring with him when he was in town, and you were just a little tyke, and. It was a great pleasure and honor to work with him, and enjoyed working with Doug over the years. So back to baseball here. 2-2 count with 2 down. Bases loaded. And fouling it off here is we'll see if Conley Cashin can get out of this jam, as Tomah has picked up a run here already. As Cole Trapp at the plate with a 2-2 count and 2 down. And inside, he wasn't going to move. He was going to hope that hits him to bring in a run. So traveling time, one in the power alley will score a lot. And a line shot out to left, that's going to score a pair. Throw coming home and down and scoring 2. Nobody covering third. And going into third with a slide is Thurston. So a big 2-run single by Cole Trapp brings in 2 to tie this contest up at 4. And going into third is Drew Thurston. And Trapp stays at first, so runners still at the corner now with runners at the corner. And we have a tie ball game as Tomah's right back in this. And everything with 2 outs. After Cashin had retired 11 straight, the next 5 batters get on base to tie this contest up. And then first pitch to Gavin Courtney. Catches the outside corner for a call strike. From the stretch. And the pitch. And going down stealing, and they're going to get him as Trapp tried to steal. And a very good throw by Davis Cashin retires the side. But Watertown comes up with 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And after 3.5 innings of play, we are all tied at 4 here at the AAA American Legion State Tournament in Marshfield on Zaleski Sports.
Help us create iron castings the world uses and trusts. At Wapaka Foundry, you're not just making parts. It's the pride in what you do, the quality of people beside you, and the career you create. What we make matters. Who makes them matters more. Join us. Cast your future at Wapaka Foundry. Visit jobs.wapakafoundry.com. Go Comets!
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield for the AAA State Tournament. And we'll tell you a little bit about Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. On now at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service, starting as low as $49 on Starfire tires, plus price match guarantee on all tire brands. When it comes to tires, look no further than Sherrill Tire and Auto Service in Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Weston. A big inning for Tomah as they come up with 3 big runs. after 2 were out, and ties this contest up as they were down 4-1, and it looked like Conley Cashin was going to cruise right along, but all of a sudden a pair of back-to-back doubles and a couple walks and then a single, and it ties everything up here at 4-4. And so we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning now in Watertown. Leading off with the right fielder, Owen Wegner, as he takes the first pitch and slams one out to right field for a base hit.
Catcher, Davis.
And now back to the top of the batting order, Davis Cashin, as Davis has lined out to the first baseman and flew out to the center fielder back in the second. As Cashin, a right-handed hitter, an all-conference ball player from Watertown. As he squares a bunt, pulls it back, inside, ball 1. So the pitching-wise, Cashin has 69 pitches thrown so far, and Brady Thompson is at the 56 mark here. You're allowed 105. You can go over that, but you got to be pitching to that batter that you started with. So if you're at 104, you can pitch to him, and he's got to pitch the whole thing. And a line shot over to the shortstop's head. And going into second is Owen Wegner. So Watertown says, you can score 3 runs, we can come back and score 3 runs. And that's exactly what has been happening here as Watertown scored 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. Tomah came back with 3, and now we've got a timeout here as Tomah wants to have a little conference out there. So we'll tell you a little bit about Ridgetop Exteriors. Ridgetop Exteriors is your exterior renovations expert, specializing in top quality roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. You can trust Ridgetop Exteriors to enhance your home's exteriors. Look to Ridgetop Exteriors and learn more at ridgetopexteriors.com. And we've got a new pitcher as number 32, as my producer tells me. Thank you, Katie. As that would be Nate Hendricks coming from the shortstop spot.
Now pitching for Tomah, number 32.
And let's see here. I do not have any numbers on him, so we can't tell anything about him. So, but the group is all out by the pitcher's mound, talking about things, and you always wonder what they're talking about when they're all bunched up there. And now you see out in the center field, your 3 outfielders are out there, and sometimes you wish you had a little mouse and they find out what they're talking about. But so we're in a situation here now with a 4-4 tie and a new pitcher in Nate Hendricks.
Into the game at shortstop, number 15, Teague Stevenson.
And Stevenson comes in at short. And I'll get my bookwork done here as we're warming up here. And Nate Hendricks now pitching for Tomah. As I'm thinking they're kind of looking ahead. If Tomah lands up winning, that they could bring him back, as he had, I think, and a wild pitch right away from Hendricks. And advancing to third is Owen Wegner. And Conley Cashin. From the stretch. And right down Main Street for a call strike. Lead at third by Wegner. And laying one down right in front of the mound and sliding in. beautiful sacrifice RBI by Conley Cashin.
Center fielder, Blake Stamper.
And Blake Stamper coming up. Blake 2 for 2 on the day. So an RBI bunt. Beautiful sacrifice by Conley. And pitch right down Main Street from Hendricks. And over at third there is Davis Cashin. 1-1 count with one down, and Watertown back out on top after having a 4-1 lead, and Tomah coming back to tie this contest up at 4. Watertown comes back to work very quickly to get that run back and take a 5-4 lead. They have out-hit Tomah 9-4 from the stretch, and the pitch. And a shot out to center from the diving Stevenson.
First baseman, Landon.
As that is the third hit by Blake Stamper today. And an RBI for him. You know, that name Stevenson, how great, you know, that you and I could go way back. And Bob Stevenson, that worked with your dad at the News Herald here. So, a familiar last name.
Son of Steve.
Really? Steve Stevenson. Steve. It took me a little while to catch on to that one. You know, as Watertown takes a 6-4 lead on that sacrifice bunt. As Hendricks takes a look over at first. And the pitch, way outside for a ball.
They call that genealogy.
Genealogy. Okay. I remember watching the show, I Dream of Jeannie. Is that close? Okay. And a throw over to first, and back there in time is Blake Stamper. Blake having a great day today, 3 for 3, and I'll tell you, Landon Washida's having a great one also. He's 2 for 2 and scored a run today already. As the offense is producing today for Watertown. Pitch outside for a ball. I'd like to thank all the fans joining us here at the AAA State Tournament here in Marshfield. Beautiful weather, a little hazy, a little cloudy, but a little warm too. And on a steal, and they're going to get him. And a great throw there by Cole Trapp. As Stamper will go down on a steal for out number 2. And the count is now 3-1 to Landon Washidas, left-handed hitter. And pitch catching the outside corner for a call strike. Full count, 2 down. And following it back, staying alive is Landon. You know, I could go into my routine of, you know, the Bee Gees of staying alive if you want me to. Bring John Travolta back and and a ground ball to second and bobbled it. And that will be an E4 as Landon does get on for the third time. But it's on an air by Grayson Steen.
Shortstop, Hayden Doty.
So Watertown keeps going on here and bringing up Hayden Doty. Hayden 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to the right fielder back in the first, struck out in the third. And the pitch. And golfs one way back into the parking lot. As we got a couple other state tournaments coming up also this week in the state of Wisconsin. And catching the outside corner with a beautiful pitch for call strike 2 on Hayden Doty. Nate Hendricks in relief on the mound now. And a ground ball to short. to Stevenson. Stevenson's throw over the first in time for out number 3. But Watertown comes up with 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. And after 4 complete innings of play, it's Watertown 6, Tomah 4, and you're watching AAA American Legion Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolay Bank, a great rate isn't new or trendy. Our Real Rewards checking has offered 3.00% annual percentage yield since 2011, earning customers over $30 million in interest. Join your friends and neighbors in experiencing Real Rewards checking and get excited to earn 3% more. See terms and apply at nicolaybank.com. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Field, and oh my gosh, look at that cloud formation we've got on the screen here, man. That really looks kind of weird there. Of course, we got the St. John's Church steeple over here on the right-hand side, but wow, that looks kind of cool there. Great shot from the first base side over there, as I think Bella's over on that first base side there. Nice shot over there. As as my boss makes me speechless, which is kind of hard to do. As we start the top of the 5th inning here. And the first pitch, a breaking ball for a called strike. And the windup and the pitch down low. Down low for a ball. Working 2-1 here. As Stevenson at the plate. And Conley wants a new ball. And Darrell, he'll just put it in the bag and bring it up maybe, 2 or 3 pitches later. And outside as Stevenson works a walk there to start out the inning.
Center fielder, Jackson Steffel.
As Jackson Steffel comes to the plate. As Stevenson went into that number 9 spot when the pitcher went out, so that eliminates the DH. So Stevenson got the bat, and first pitch inside and low for a ball. So a runner at first. Tomah trying to get back into this after tying it up in the 4th inning. A swing and a miss there by Steffel. Steffel 1 for 2 on the day with a triple and a run scored. And hits one out in the left center field power alley, but coming in and making an outstanding running catch is the left fielder, Drew Schauer. And he throws it all the way to first base to try to get the runner, but a great defensive play there by Drew Schauer for out number 1, bringing up Brecken Sheldon. As Brecken 0 for 2 on the day. Otherwise, Conley's pitched a pretty good ball game, except for that 4th inning where he gave up 3 runs. And a ground ball to third and off the glove. That's going to be a shot. We'll see what the official scorer up here gives. They call that corner there the hot corner for a reason. You got to be on your toes at all times.
Right fielder, Blake Vaughn.
As they still got 4 up on the board, and hit, and they're going to give him a hit on that. And call strike right at the knees, so as Brecken gets a base hit on that. And Blake Hahn now up, left-handed hitter, playing right field. So runners at first and second. Tomah trying to get back in here. Down by 2. As Watertown put 2 in the bottom of the 4th. As Tomah with 5 hits now on the day. And a throw to second. And Stevenson back in plenty of time. From the stretch, Conley looking and throws. And a fly ball out the left field and making a running and a great diving catch out there in left field by Schauer.
Pitcher, Nate Hendricks.
So Schauer with actually 2 great plays back 2 batters ago and trying to gun the guy down back at first, and then this one on his horse and makes a diving catch right at the foul line for out number 2. And bringing up Nate Hendricks, who's now pitching for Tomah. He's 1 for 2, doubled back in the 4th and scored. Runners at first and second. 2 down. Pitch outside. Very dangerous throw as Davis Cashin decided to throw down the first, and Landon Washidas had to kind of dive for it so it wouldn't go out in the right field. Otherwise, you could have had runners at second and third very easily. And the pitch upstairs for a ball. Two and 0 count with 2 down. Excuse me, 3 and 0 count now. And ball 4 and loads the bases. As Watertown trying to let Tomah get right back into this. So now with bases loaded, 2 outs. And Aiden Klima now batting. He had a double back in the 4th, an RBI double, as Conley steps back off the rubber. And the pitch knocked down nicely by Davis Cashin. Conley taking his time, getting the sign from Davis. And the pitch. And long fly ball. And camping under it is Owen Wagner for out number 3. So Watertown gets out of the bases loaded jam here in the 5th inning. Get no runs on 1 hit. No errors and 3 left. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's Watertown 6, Tomah 4, and you're watching AAA American Legion action here on Zaleski Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with his smile. I'd recommend Bruce Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman's Field or stadium or, whatever they call it. I don't know. How do you determine what a stadium is, when you think about it? I mean, you got to have a grandstand? Well, these got grandstands right here, so you could call it a stadium. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And we got some state tournaments coming up also. besides the AAA state tournament, which will conclude here hopefully on Saturday. We've made a time change for tomorrow, as we will have games at 9 o'clock and 11:30, as they're talking a storm coming through. And so they want to try to get this earlier before that comes through. And so we're going to have it at 9 and 11:30 tomorrow. So adjust your TVs and your VCRs and DVDs and whatever else you have. But we're going to be on the air at 9 o'clock tomorrow. So leading off here for Watertown in the bottom of the fifth is the third baseman, Alex David. And he hits a fly ball over in foul territory, and that's not a play. As I mentioned, the Class AA state tournament is starting on tomorrow, and it'll be Waupun against New London at noon. At 2:30, Northwoods Eagle River against New Richmond. And then at 5 o'clock, Denmark is taking on Superior, and at 7:30, West Salem is taking on River Falls, and that will go until Tuesday, August 4th. And the other state tournament is the Class A, the 38th annual Class A state tournament. And Gay Mills will be taking on Horicon. And that one being fouled off there by Alec David. Alex so far today, 1 for 1, and scored twice. And then actually, these two teams are actually only about 18 miles apart, and they got to travel all the way to Prairie du Chien to play each other, maybe even closer. But, and a fly ball out to left field as David... Yes, I got the boss excited here. He was supposed to follow that play. Oh, you're going to get me on the mileage, okay? And coming up is Xavier Gentz, as he's 2 for 2 on the day, having a great day.
Oh, you're right. 18 miles.
18 miles. Look at that, and that's it by the crow flies too. You know that.
Seems closer than that.
Yeah, but Stratford's going to take on Athens. And a fly ball out to center field, and coming in, running and charging in to make that catch is Jackson Steffel for out number 2. And bringing up Drew Schauer, left fielder. He's 0 for 1 today with a sacrifice RBI back in that second inning. And so that also in that Class A is Campbellsport against Little Chute and Westby against Prairie du Chien. And that goes until Tuesday, August 4th also with the championship. So this is the 4th straight year Stratford has been there. They were state runners-up 2 years ago. And so good luck to the Stratford Tigers, and good luck to everybody in the Class A and the AA tournament coming up this weekend. And a fly ball out to left field, and it's going to bounce in for a base hit, as that is Schauer's first hit. He's 1 for 2 now on the day. And Owen Wagner, who's 1 for 2, coming to the plate.
Next game.
Oh, the next game. Sure, I can do that. And Mr. Mike Wetland's going to be on the call for the next one. And here, and as if I can get my sheet going here, it would be Eau Claire against Kimberly. Should be a great one. And there's Mike right there, getting all loosened up for the next ball game here. As I'm surprised he's not taking his afternoon nap, but he already got his afternoon nap in, the boss says. So, in fact, the boss should know he's been keeping an eye on him for years. Full-time job, he said. But and also, I want to thank Jason and the rest of the crew here. They have done a nice job here. This is actually my final game of the tournament. I am heading down to Iowa for the weekend. But I want to thank them. They've been fantastic, and fantastic crew to work with. I've never had so much laughs at a nice little party that we're having here. So enjoying it, and I'm going to enjoy the next 2.5 innings here also. So
what Iowa stands for, right?
No.
Idiots out wandering around.
Well, I'll keep an eye on them and look for them.
I was told that by an Iowan. So
Oh, really? You can get away with it since you got it from an Iowan. As going down on strikes is Owen Wagner for out number 3, and Watertown comes up with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And after, let's see, we'll call it 5 complete innings of play. It's Watertown 6, Tomah 4, and you are watching
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Stadium here in Marshfield as Daryl Priest getting a little shade over there. It's getting a little warm out there. He's saying 2 more pitches I'll give you yet, and then I'll take a little drink here, and then we'll come out and get all sweaty some more. It's a very, very warm day here in Marshfield as they were talking about heat indexes around 92, 93 degrees. But we're going to have a little cold front coming in as they're talking a little rain, so temperatures back in the 70s. But we're hoping to get this tournament in, and the championship will be on Saturday here at Jack Hackman Stadium. So leading off for Tomah in the top of the 6th inning already is number 6. That would be Grayson Steen as he's 0 for 1 as he popped out the first baseman back in the 2nd inning and walked and scored in the 4th, and he takes a call strike and 1-1 count to him. And still on the mound, Conley Cashin, and pitch down low for a ball as Conley now has 89 total pitches in today's contest, and swing and a miss. So I'm thinking what they're going to do is actually bring in, he's at 90 pitches right now, he's good for 15 more, and pretty much Evan Van Sickle has been their relief pitcher pretty much all season long, so they're going to bring him in possibly to finish that out. He might have to go 2 innings here if he doesn't get an out here, but the count now 3-2. Van Sickle is ineligible. Okay, so he's pitched 2 days in a row. So he has pitched 2 days in a row, so he cannot come in. So it'll be interesting who they bring in to pitch, possibly that, of course, the last inning, as he's at 91 pitches right now, and he's only got 92 pitches now as they change the board here. So it'll be interesting who they bring in from the windup and the pitch. And a ground ball to short, a 2-hopper. Throws over to first, perfect strike by Stevenson for out number 1. Oh. Excuse me, that was Doty with the play. I'm sorry, I had my sheet in the wrong spot here. But as now coming to the plate is Drew Thurston. So Steen goes out 6-3, and Drew Thurston now 1 for 1 on the day. And the pitch, breaking ball outside for a ball. And pitch down low. As Drew gets back into the box, gets set. From the windup and the pitch. And a pop-up into the infield. Shortstop going out. Left fielder coming in. Left fielder calls it. And Drew Schauer will make the catch for out number 2.
Now batting the catcher, Cole Trapp.
As Cole Trapp coming to the plate now. Cole 1 for 2. Struck out back in the 3rd and had a base hit and a stolen base back in the 4th inning. Conley from the windup and the pitch. Catching the outside corner for a call strike.
Do they have a date? Oh, yeah. So that's who he thinks is going to pitch.
Oh, okay. We got a text here, and the person who texts figures Alex David will come in. In fact, Let me take a look once. I think I've got some numbers on him. I think I got his number.
We'll see if he's got Tomah's.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'll have to go to what's that one we use now? Game Changer. And pitch down low. Wind up and the pitch. And a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit. As Trapp gets his second hit of the ball game. And that's going to bring up Teague Stevenson, who walked back in the 5th inning as he came into play short when pitching change was when Hendricks came in. As looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner. As I think we had number 11, Carson Clay is now the runner out there for courtesy runner for Trapp. Oh, okay. As a person that texts me, he's pitches as a relief pitcher during the high school season. So we'll look on Game Changer. Maybe I got some numbers on him. And getting back in there just safely is Clay. He's the courtesy runner that came in for Trapp, as Trapp is the catcher. And you are allowed courtesy runner for the pitcher and the catcher. One and 0 count. Wind up and the pitch. And a call strike right at the belt. He is now at 104 pitches. This will be his last pitch here. But he has to, and I take that back. He can finish this batter. He is at the 105. This will be his last batter that he will face. Clay with about a 3.5, 4-step lead. Pitch way over the top of his head, and that's going to be a wild pitch. As Conley Cashin, a little upset out there with himself. The best thing that could happen right here for him is to get this batter and not worry about it and go to the dugout. As we do have some pitching numbers on David. He has pitched 13 2/3 innings this year, so he would be the likely choice to come in. I'd like to thank that person who texted that to us.
Colton.
Who was that? Colton. Colton, I thank you very much. I appreciate that. Maybe we can bring you, hire you on, and you can do my stats for me, buddy. Get in the car right now. As a walk happens, and we are going to have a pitching change here. As Stevenson works his second walk, and Conley Cashin is over the pitch limit at 107, so we'll see who he brings in. The only reserve they got is Van Sickle, and he cannot because he has pitched back-to-back days. So we'll see what Coach Rich Padron does and brings in. As see what I'll bring out the glasses here. You know, when you get a little older, you got to have the field glasses. And looks like number 3. That would be. That's actually Xavier Gentz coming in. So Gentz, let's see what we've got numbers here.
Thanks for nothing, Colton.
Well, no, that's all right, Colton. I appreciate it. He has pitched in one ball game this year. He's pitched 3 innings. And, of course, he does not have a record, but he's given up 2 hits and has struck out actually 5 in those 3 innings. So, and, of course, he has an ERA of 0.00. So, but a nice job he has done for the 3 innings. I was wrong. Okay, that's okay. Hey, we all make mistakes, but I thank you for your opinion, and you can come help me anytime you want. So, but no, I really appreciate the help, and of course, we don't see this ball club, very often. In fact, not at all. But we really appreciate it, and it's been a great honor for me to bring all the action with this Watertown team, all 3 games here on Zaleski Sports. So again, thank you for the help. And bringing to the plate now is we'll take a look here as back to the top of the batting order in Jackson Steffel. He is 1 for 3 on the day. Working from the stretch and the pitch. And first pitch catches the outside corner for a call strike. As Xavier from the stretch and the pitch. Another strike right at the knees. 0-2 count. Xavier against looking very, very good. Runners at first and second. 2 down, 0-2 count, and time is called. As Steffel gets back into the batter's box, Xavier shakes the glove, new sign, and the pitch. And a pitch outside now, 1-2 with 2 down. The tying run at first base. Go-ahead run at the plate from the stretch. And the pitch. As Davis tried to bring that back in there and frame it, but it was pretty obvious how he framed that one. 2-2 count with 2 down and 2 runners on. And a pop-up out into center field and gliding over and making the catch for out number 3 is Blake Stamper. So Watertown gets out of it with a runner at first and second, and Xavier Gens comes in to get Steffel out for out number 3. As they get no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And after 5.5 innings of play, it's Watertown 6, Tomah 4, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
And we are back here at Jack Hackman Stadium. A little trivia for you now. Now, the other day I mentioned there was, if you land up hosting the tournament, how many teams have actually won the tournament that they hosted? Now, they also back in 1975 was when the first time the host team would be an automatic bid into the tournament, and that was 1975. But you go back, and there was only been 9 teams that have won when they have hosted. And that goes way back. This went as the first one was in 1935. As the batter comes in for Watertown, leading off is Davis Cashin, the catcher. As Davis 0 for 2 and scored a run. Pitch down low for a ball. So that's your little information, and that's the last information you may get until I say who the winning team is for this tournament. So, and a shot, a one hopper to the shortstop. Stevenson throws over to first in time for out number 1.
Second baseman, Conley Cashin.
As Conley Cashin coming in, 0 for 2. He's got an RBI sacrifice back in the 4th inning. as he laid one down, and Owen Wagner scored on that. And the pitch down low and inside for ball one. And right down Main Street for a call strike, as both starters out of the game now. Wind up and the pitch, a swing and a miss. 1-2 count with one down. From the windup and the pitch inside, as backing Conley away a little bit. 2-2 count, as Hendricks had pitch number 35 already. From the windup and the pitch, another one way inside. Makes the count full, 3-2 with one down. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Watertown leading 6-4. And a little nubber, and Hendricks picks it up, tosses over the first for out number 2.
Center fielder, Blake Stamper.
As Blake Stamper comes in. Blake with an outstanding day. I think we'll, if Watertown wins this is a guy I'll talk to today, as he's outstanding ball game today, 3 for 3. We're doing our thing. Okay, sounds good to me. And a call strike. We have a little thing that we do here at, there will be no commercial. We do our roll call as the next pitch comes in, a call strike 2. We do a roll call of all our workers to make sure they are working. And so we're gonna go to the camera, and we are going to go to the trailer also, see if they're actually working or taking a nap. Exactly. So I'm giving you guys a heads up in there. So 0-2 count with 2 down. And the pitch. Inside for a ball. 1-2 count. Who knows? We may be doing this in our sleep anyway. And the pitch. Yeah, jam shot down the third baseline.
That's why it's as good as it is.
That's right, exactly. We're in our sleep. We don't know what we're doing. Well, I know Steve Mays might be sitting asleep down there. That cue shot down to first and shovel it off to the pitcher for out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And so we're going to do our roll call and let you know what we're doing here. And this is what our staff looks like. I know sometimes we feel like we're all for radio, but as Bella, how are you today? A nice job over there. And Steve Maves, as we got a big wave from Steve over there. And there's our crew inside. The Big Bull and Ryan and who else was in there? And here we are, Jason and the Stein. And that's our roll call. So this is what we have fun doing pretty much this whole week. And I'm going to miss the 2 days. This is just a blast. I mean, where else can you get a front row seat? And I've been, I was the public address announcer for many years over at UW-Stevens Point. And I'll tell you, I always tell people the reason I really enjoyed it, I had a front row seat for every ball game, and this is the same way. I'm sitting here telling you about the ball game here. I actually get paid for it. They do pay me. And, yeah, we wait till the check clears. But we have a blast here. And the Christmas parties aren't too bad either. So. We don't get a Christmas present, but we have a great party, though. I hope Rachel didn't hear that. Whatever. She'll just consider the source. What the heck. And leading it off for Tomah here in the top of the 7th inning is Brecken Sheldon. And this is kind of do or die right here as they are down 6-4. They're going to need 2 to tie to keep this thing going. And next pitch, right down Main Street as Xavier looking very, very good on the mound as he can come in here and get a save. The windup and the pitch. Ooh, that one's just a bit upstairs. Spoke a little too soon there. Oh, well, you got to have one bad one. And a fly ball out the left. And making a couple steps right towards himself is Drew Schauer to make the catch for out number 1. You know, right now that left field's not bad, but I'll tell you later on, that left field is really a bad sun field out there. So actually, Drew's lucky he's playing right now instead of, say, an hour from now. And pitch catching the outside corner for a call strike to Blake Hahn, the right fielder, as he's 0 for 3 on the day. And the pitch. And a shot right past the shortstop, Hayden Doty. As Tomah gets it going here with the tying run coming to the plate now. And Nate Hendricks, he can help his own cause here as he came in to pitch back in the 4th inning. So Gantz takes a look over at first. And the pitch. And a fly ball out the left and going to his right and making the catch is Drew Schauer as he's been a little busy out there.
First baseman, Aiden Kalima.
For out number 2 as Watertown 1 out away of coming up. From the stretch. And the pitch.
Right, Bill? You're done after this one? Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. When the final out is done, you can just bring your headset back to the trailer. And
From the stretch and the pitch. And shot down the left field line. Third baseman going under it and makes the catch and falls and ends the ball game as Alex David makes that catch for out number 3 as Watertown comes up with a 6-4 win over Tomahawk, and Tomahawk is eliminated as a very fine performance by Tomah as Kimberly beat Tomah 2-1 last night in an outstanding ball game and goes down 6-4 in this one to Watertown. And so we'll be down on the field talking to the star player of the game. We'll head over to the Watertown side. And I think our post-game show is brought to you by, as my computer went off, is brought to you by Merrill Steel. As consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the Upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. And we'll be down to the Watertown side for the interview right after our word from Merrill Steel.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
We're back here at Jack Ackman Stadium as Watertown comes up with a big 6-4 win and stays alive in the AAA state tournament here. And with me is my player of the game, Xavier Gens. Xavier, you came into relief with a very, very tough situation on your hands as they had the bases juiced and you had to get that last out. What was going through your mind as you were coming in?
You know, I was more so just worried about what we were going to do the next inning at the plate. I always trust in my boys whenever I'm pitching. I'll just put it in there, they'll make the play. So wasn't too worried going into it, but you know, the adrenaline was definitely pumping, and I think that's what helped us. And
I'll tell you, and you did a great job also at second base today, and actually this whole defense all season long pretty much has done a great job.
Yeah, the whole year, I mean, I've always believed in our team's defense, like I just said. That's where our colors really show there. You know, towards the end, got a little scared when my shortstop missed it, but it's all right. Bounced back there. You know, I've got to throw him under the bus, but no, it's everyone around, you know, everyone's real good at their position, and yeah, just great performance, really.
All right, so I'm going to put you in the house here. I know you've never done this before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand you the microphone. You look right into that camera, tell them who you are, and say, I'm in the house.
All right.
All right? 3, 2, 1.
I'm Xavier Gens, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Xavier. Good luck the rest of the tournament. Another great job by Watertown as they had that tough first ball game of the year, or the tournament, with only getting that one hit, but they've come back very, very strong and won their next 2 ball games and just keeps on going here in the AAA tournament. So stick around. We got one more ball game. Mike Wentland will be on the call there for the next one with Eau Claire and Kimberly. And so that one will start at 7:30. So this is my final one. I'm taking the rest of the weekend off. I want to thank the whole crew, and we'll definitely catch you down the road. Have a nice evening.